Hi, my name's Patrick, and I'm the author of Webify Your Business, Internet Marketing Secrets for the Self-Employed. This video is about God and miracles and getting lucky and good old-fashioned hard work. And here's the real synthesis of the whole video. I'm going to give you 3 examples in just a little bit, but let's start with the conclusion. People think, let's say that if you do 20 things, okay, just as an example, I don't care what the numbers are. If you do 20 things, you're going to get lucky one time. Okay? You go out there and proactively take action 20 times. One of those times you're going to get lucky, and something's just going to fall in your lap. Just the law of averages. And maybe it's 1 in 10, maybe it's 1 in 30, I don't care. But for this example, let's say it's 1 in 20. Okay? So if you go out there and you just do 10 things, you may or may not get lucky. Right? And then you can sit there at home and sulk because nothing ever goes your way, right? I'm not talking about you necessarily, but you know who I'm talking about. Maybe some of those people have reacted that way to you. Now, by contrast, let's say you go out there and do 200 things. That means you're going to get lucky on average 10 times in that process. And then all these people are going to look at you and say, oh, that guy was so lucky. It just fell in his lap, her lap, either way, right? He got lucky. That's garbage if you ask me. They didn't get lucky. Those people didn't get lucky. They went out there and did 200 things and had 10 things get lucky for them. It's about going out there and doing a ton of stuff. It's about going out there and taking massive, consistent action. And if you do enough things, just over and over, keep doing more and more things, trying this, trying that, trying new things, failing potentially, and then doing it better the next time, and just keep going out there and keep just fighting one street fight after another. Every now and again, something's going to go your way, and you're going to get lucky. And people will think, oh, that's a miracle. He just got lucky. She just got lucky. I disagree. I know what those people did, maybe what you did, you worked for it. You did 200 things and 10 things went lucky for you. So let me tell you about the 3 examples. I'm going to tell you 3 examples of times just recently where I really got lucky. I really got lucky. Okay. The first one, let's see. I did this event. I'm a speaker. I'm a professional speaker. And one of the biggest things you need as a speaker is good quality photos. Really good photographs that make you look like a big speaker, right? I did this event at a place called Club Autosport, which is in San Jose, California, the San Francisco Bay Area. And it's a really cool facility. All these Maseratis, Ferraris, really neat cars everywhere, and I was asked to speak there. And I spoke there, and there was a guy who had literally $8,000 worth of photography equipment. This guy, he had the coolest, I mean, it was insane. The cameras that this guy was carrying were really impressive, okay? And he took photos. I asked him, I saw him there, and I was like, hey, who are you with? And he was with one of the organizers. And I said, would you mind just taking a bunch of pictures of me when I'm speaking? Just, you know, a couple of dozen, right, maybe that I can use later. And he said, sure, it was fun. It was a hobby for him, right? He didn't charge me a penny. And I got incredible photographs. He took over 100 photographs of me that night. And most of them weren't good, right? Most of them, you take 100 pictures of yourself, you won't like at least 80 of them. I guarantee it, because that's certainly the way it is with me. But there was a few that he took that were awesome. And there's a couple that made me look like I was on CNN. I mean, it was awesome. So I got these photographs for free. I got lucky. Right? Now, I spoke at 127 events last year. 127 events in 1 year. So I spoke 127 different times to different audiences. And one time, I really got lucky with those photos. Was it really luck? Or was it the fact that I put myself out there 127 times? Right? You think about it. All right. Number 2. I run an entrepreneur group. I have an entrepreneur group that has over 1,800 members, so it's a big group. And we bring in speakers from time to time. And in February of this year, 2010, I had Christine Comaford come and speak for our event. Now, if you don't know her, don't worry about it. But she's kind of a guru in the business acceleration business. That's what she does. She business valuation. She increases the value for businesses so it's easier for them to raise money. Anyway, she's a local guru, so we had a lot of people come. I had over 150 people show up in a hotel room. And we had a big projector at the front and everything else. Now, I've done these events for 3 years. Okay, every month for 3 years, and I've never once had a sound system, a microphone system with speakers, not once. And it turns out that that particular day, by luck, by complete luck, the group that was using the same ballroom before our group, they had a sound system, and they paid for it. Okay, they paid for the sound system, and we only had a half an hour turnover between them using the room and the beginning of registration for my event. So the lady that I work with at the hotel, she said, look, you can use the sound system because we don't have time to take it down, right? We don't have time to dismantle it. We only have a half an hour, so if you want to use it, you can use it for free, right? Let me tell you something. If Christine Comaford had shown up to my event, 160 people, right? There was lots of people, and she would have had to have been screaming for everyone to have been able to hear what she was saying. She would have been pissed off. She would have been pissed off if we didn't have a sound system, okay? And by luck, I mean, that's like, it was like God himself came down and just gave me a little miracle on a silver platter. So there you go. That was luck beyond words that I had this sound system, and my event looked more professional than it normally does, just by luck. And on the very day that I had Christine Comaford come and speak, it was the biggest meeting I had ever had, by the grace of God, right? Now, I've done these events every month for 3 months, or for 3 years, and I've done tons of other things. So again, you put yourself out there enough, you're going to get lucky from time to time. But that one was a gift. That one was a gift. And number 3, I went to a networking event in San Francisco called SF Green Drinks, which is a mingling, like a happy hour social for people in the green industry and environmental and so forth, renewables. And I was there, and I'm not, I go to a lot of events because I speak at them, but I'm not really a big networker, like to go up to people I don't know and just introduce myself and say hi. I don't really like doing that much. Maybe you like it. I suspect you probably don't. I think most people don't. So anyway, and they were serving ice cream that particular day. Ben & Jerry's. So you get this little mini cone, right? And you can have a little ice cream. So I had a little bit of ice cream, and I was just minding my own business. I was off to the side. I was really out of the way, right? By myself. And there was a group of 3 people that were maybe 10 feet away from me, and one of the guys in that group turned around, saw me, and said, "Hey, how are you doing?" He said hi to me, and his hand came out to shake my hand. He said, "Hi, my name's Scott." And I had an ice cream in my hand. I was like, "Hey, Scott, how are you doing? My name's Patrick," right? And we got to talking. Turns out this guy is the author of a book called Start Your Own Green Small Business, or something like that. The guy's name is Scott Cooney. Really smart guy. And I've written 2 books, right? I've written this book, and I've written this book here. This is Make Yourself Useful, Marketing in the 21st Century, and I've done this book as well. So, and his book was published by McGraw-Hill. McGraw-Hill, that's a huge endorsement. That's a huge credibility endorsement for him to get that. And so, of all the people, there was probably 400 people there. Of all the people there, I met the best person I could have met, and he was the first person I talked to. Total luck. So sometimes this, now, you've heard these stories, right? And so have my friends. Am I just lucky? Is that the only reason this is happening? Is it just blind luck? Well, those 3 occasions, in every single one of them, I just got lucky. Just straight up got lucky. But I'll tell you something. I do a ton of stuff. A ton of things where I don't get lucky. And I would say a ton of things where I flat out am unlucky, where things really don't go that well, right? That's happened to me too. So it's a law of numbers. The more you do, the more times you're going to get lucky. Maybe that's what miracles are all about. Go for it.